I think this weekend's really important for us. It's kind of, the second half is a new start for us, and Ohio State, they're 1 point ahead of us, so every point matters in this league. And I think having a good weekend against them will kind of start us off right for the year and hopefully put us ahead of them after the weekend's done.
It was super nice. The first half of the season was long, and without many breaks, it was definitely hard on the girls. But I think after coming back and skating these past 2 weeks, the girls look awesome, and I think we're excited to get back on the ice.
Yeah, I think especially with such a young team, I think that first half was long for a lot of them, and I think that break was much needed. The last week and a half has been long, though. We've had a lot of ice time, a lot of workouts, so I think we're ready to get back on the ice and play the second half.
Yeah, for sure. No distractions, right? We come back and we skate, and we skated every day last week except for Sunday, so it was nice to get the legs back.
Yeah, again, every series is a big one for us, and we know they're a good team, and we have to come out hot against them because they had a good weekend last weekend, so they're kind of one step ahead of us for the year, but it's kind of all or nothing every weekend, so we gotta come out ready for them.
I think we have a really good chance of finishing top 5, top 4 up there. Definitely that's where we've got our eyes set on. Having home ice advantage for playoffs would definitely be the final goal for us for the regular season. But yeah, it's huge. It's kind of scary how little games we have left and how short a time it is. So that's why we got to bring it all.
Kind of looking back at the start of our season, we had a tough first half just schedule-wise. And looking at the second half, I think it gives us a good opportunity to win some games. Got a lot of home ice, and yeah, I think the teams we're going to play, we have a good chance against all of them.
It's real important. Every series in the league is important. This one just happens to be the first one of 2017. And it's a series where we're playing against a team that's right in front of us in the league standings. And then we know we're going against a very good team. They're coming off a real nice weekend for them. They scored 11 goals out at Penn State, and 11 goals is almost a season for some teams in our league. So that's a big weekend. And they've got an outstanding goalie who's played extremely well all year long. So it's gonna be a heck of a challenge. But you know what? That's we're looking forward to it. We're anxious to get on the ice and play against a team, and what better way to start than at Columbus against Ohio State? Not a lot. I think again they're a very well coached team, and Coach Muzzerall's been with them now the entire year. When we played, I think she'd been with them for 1 week. Their strength is their defense. They've got some outstanding defense. Jinsey Dunn was the U.S. Player of the Year when she was coming out of high school and suffered a concussion. So unfortunately for her and for Ohio State, she couldn't play last year. But she's back now, and she's definitely a big time player. But her, the Sadek gal, all of their defensemen, the Jinsey Dunn sister is a real good player. So I think their strength is certainly from their blue line, but they've got some real nice forwards too. Maddie Field I thought was outstanding last year as a freshman, and she's followed that up with a real solid first half for them. So. It's going to be a challenge. They're hard to score against, and they've got some talented players. So, but it's going to be a different team. I know last time we scored 3 or 4 power play goals in that Saturday game. They haven't given up a power play goal, I think, in I don't know how many it is. It's like 28, 29 straight attempts. So it's going to be a heck of a challenge. Yeah, no question. It was much needed at the time. Maybe a little long now, just because after about 2 weeks, I was certainly ready to get going. But I think for the players themselves, it was just a nice break mentally and physically, just to get away from the rink and get away from me and just go and relax with family and friends. So everybody came back on the 1st of January. They were ready to go, chomping at the bit. From the time we got on the ice Monday till Friday that week, you could see huge strides we were making. So. I knew they would come back quick, but we haven't played a game in over a month, so that's going to be a challenge. And that puck drops on Friday night. We have to be ready to go. No question. They're really. That's a good point, Jack. Because it's a hard league. It's a hard league for any player, let alone a freshman. And just about all of our freshmen are playing a lot, contributing a lot. So you can in some cases you can kind of see they start to tail off. I've been really impressed with our group because I think in some cases they've gotten better. I don't think Kiki's dropped off one iota from the first practice, but I think Abby Haluska is a player that has just continually gotten better, and she was playing her best hockey in Rochester, and it was really fun to see. Same with Haley Mack. I think she's certainly gotten better and better. And Jack Castle's playing a lot of confidence. Bree Jordy was a kind of got inserted in the lineup towards the tail end of the first half, and I thought her game just continually got better, and she looked really, really confident. So, I'm counting on them to, obviously just jump, pick up right where they left off. And we know that this is kind of a big stretch for us in terms of we have 12 games left in the regular season. We have 36 points available to us. We still have, aspirations to be a top 4 team, and it's certainly the opportunity's there. But you got to go out and take advantage of it. Every game is so big, and it's so almost like every weekend is almost like a playoff series. And that's the way we have to approach it, and we have to take them one at a time. And the start starts Friday. Sure. Well, I think having meetings with all the players, just kind of going over the season so far. I think it's just a matter of to a player, they've all thought that we could be more intense for a full 60 minutes. We've had periods where we've had a real good first period, for instance, and then just had not followed that up with another solid 20, and then we'd have maybe a dip and then try to come back in the third. Just being consistent. I like to use the term pants on fire or play with a sense of urgency. We need to be like that all the time, and that's something we've talked about a lot as a group. And we just there's no secret formulas. We got to play really solid defensively. We need to be a team that's hard to play against in our end, and then we need to be opportunistic on the offensive zone. And I definitely saw areas we were improving in the offensive zone in terms of puck possession and creating offense and generating chances. But again, it's finishing those off, and now it's we know what we need to do. Let's see if we can't start Friday.